our third speaker and to have the objective of the speech. I would ask her, his evaluator, Lee. Do you have the objective for the speech?
Yes, I have.
Thank you.
And this speech, the purpose of this project is for the member to practice selecting and using a variety of visual aids during a speech.
Thank
C'est
you.
tout. Merci.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you dream big? Do you aim at big goals? When you look at the mountain you have to climb, do you feel a bit overwhelmed? What if there was a powerful yet simple way to achieve your goals, no matter how big they are? Our next speaker, through his coaching practice, helps entrepreneurs get to the next level. At the beginning of the year, he wanted to walk the talk and he started a 75 days challenge. He will tell you more about that challenge and he will mostly share the insight and wisdom he's got from this challenge. In the speech titled Small Victories, help me welcome Raymond Brisebois.
It all started toward the end of 2021. During mostly all of my coaching sessions with clients, I always ask who are their influences, their virtual mentors. And toward the end of last year, some of them started to talk to me about a guy named Andy Frisella. I didn't know the guy. So like all of us, we often do. So I Googled him. And he's a guy, he's into self-development, he's into motivation and inspiration. He's a successful entrepreneur. And what's interesting, he designed what we call the 75 Hard Challenge. It's a mental toughness challenge. And usually, those who know me, I'm kind of a rebel, and I don't like to do like most people. So if it's popular, if it's the flavor of the month, usually I don't want to do it. But don't know what happened in my thought process, but I decided, agreeing with Linda, let's do it. We might start, if you want to do it with me, that challenge, but we'll do it for our health. We'll do it for us. Well, I wanted to do it for me, and same thing for Linda. She wanted to do it personally for her. So we planned to start that challenge right after my birthday. My birthday was on January 17th. So it was a Sunday, and we agreed that let's do it on Monday, January 18th. But here's what happened. On December 31st, a lockdown. Even a curfew, especially on the Quebec side. So a little bit annoyed. I said, if we're going to have a lockdown, if restaurants are going to be closed, so let's forget my birthday. Let's start the challenge now. And so Linda was not agreed with that. So she said, hey, you don't want to celebrate your birthday? I said, well, if I skip birthdays, I might live longer. So off to Canadian Tire on Sunday, January 2, we went to buy a new scale, started the challenge on Monday, January 3rd. And here's what I looked like on January 2. Surprisingly, I was shocked to realize that I was at 232 pounds. And as of this morning, on day 74 of that 75 days challenge, proudly, not to brag, a bit deflated, I should say, minus 27 pounds at 205 pounds. So, Madame Toastmasters and fellow Toastmasters, no mean to brag tonight, and I don't want to talk specifically about that challenge or specifically about what we achieved during that challenge. What I want to do mostly is share the insights, the wisdom that I got during that challenge, and that could be beneficial to most of us, what we commonly call the lessons learned. Here's what I realized midway through the challenge. First lesson is the power of accountability. Of course, if you have a partner, Linda and I, we were doing the challenge together, so it helped. Some days one of us was hitting a plateau, so the other one was there to encourage. I also had a good customer of mine who is now a friend who was in the challenge with us. So we would share encouragement. We would motivate each of us on Facebook, on text messages, and so on. So accountability is powerful, but not that type of accountability, rather that kind of accountability, a good accountability system, which will equal to a synergy, which will be more beneficial. The challenge also has an app, not only to be accountable, but that app also serves as an easy system to follow. And that brings me to lesson number 2. Just follow the process. Just follow the system. We play an infinite game. And all we had to focus was on the daily task, on the power of a small victories. So each day we cannot, let's say we are on day 22, we cannot win day 23. We have to win day 22 first. And that's the power of small victories. That's the power of following the process. Because when you follow the process, that process especially was designed to help you build a solid foundation. And I could not control the weight I would lose. I could only control my daily task. I could not focus on result, only on the process. And speaking of daily task, that's the power of small victories. That's the power of winning the day, because we started in the night to first win the mornings. Right when we got up, we would walk outside. Was it always easy? Well, it depends. It depends of the story you're telling yourself. Eric, during his contest speech earlier tonight, spoke about sacrifices. Well, it could be a sacrifice, or it could be a choice. Because yes, I had to walk at 5 a.m. during the winter, because remember, we started on January 3. So at minus 25 plus wind chill, this is what I would look like at 5 a.m. in the morning. But it was worth not the sacrifice, it was worth the choice we made to focus on winning the day, focus on small victories. Now what? So you might be wondering, you're about to finish that challenge tomorrow night instead. Well, we already have plans not to lose that momentum, to leverage on what we have achieved. And when you focus on small victory, now it's easy to plan. And it's important to plan, because ideation without execution is often poor delusion. Does it take discipline? Yes. But add a aha moment during that challenge. I realized that self-discipline, I used to see it as something hard, some sort of a forced violence, so to speak. And now I realize that discipline is not hard, it is self-love. And that paradigm shift was a game changer for me. So I want to leave you with that closing thought. When you focus on small victories, you win the day. And when you think of it, what is a great life? A great life is nothing more than a series of days well lived, strung together like a string of pearls. So just focus, my friends, fellow Toastmasters, on winning the day, on small victories, and you will have a great life. Madame Toastmasters.
Thank you very much, Raymond. Great speech.